Today, I'm going to get real with you about something. It's this fear I have, and I know a ton of gay men feel it too. We just don't talk about it much. It's that thought that hits you. What if I end up dying alone? What if no one's there at the end? There's this dream of growing old with someone by our side, someone to cook with, laugh with, travel with, grow wise with. But for too many, that's not how things play out. Instead, we find ourselves asking quietly, is this how it ends? Alone? There's this notion for a lot of gay men that we're destined to be aging alone. I sometimes get comments to my videos, such as this one. I feel like I will be alone for the rest of my life. And this common one I hear a lot. You're born single and die single. These are more than just pessimistic takes. They're coming from a real place of pain and worry that so many of us share. And you don't need to be 80 to feel this creeping in. Some guys start feeling it at 30 or 40, especially when you notice your social circles starting to shrink. Friends couple up or move away, or maybe they drift towards different life paths. Suddenly you look around and you realize the crowd that once surrounded you has thinned out dramatically. For those of us who lived through the AIDS crisis, many lost friends and connections, and you find yourself years later with a smaller circle than you might have had otherwise. And rebuilding isn't easy, especially as we get older. This kind of isolation is more than emotional. It creates real gaps in our daily lives and safety nets. And nothing shows you those gaps faster than when your health takes a hit. I remember when I was single and suffering from severe pain in my lower back, completely immobilized for over a week. It wasn't just the physical pain that hit me. It was the realization that I had no one to bring me food, help me to the bathroom, or even check if I was okay. That's when it really hit me how alone I was. The thing is, most of us were taught that independence equals strength. We take pride in not needing anyone. There's this deep cultural shame, especially among older gay men, around appearing needy or desperate. We'd rather suffer in silence than admit we're craving connection. So we stop ourselves from reaching out, even when deep inside we really want companionship. That independence we were so proud of, it turns into this wall that keeps others out. And by the time we realize that we actually need connection, we don't know how to let people in, or we feel it's too late to learn. So let's stop acting like wanting company is some kind of a weakness. It's human to want someone by our side. Being that genuine and vulnerable, that's actually a sign of true strength and courage, way more courage than pretending we're fine alone. Now, if you're finding these conversations valuable, you'll love my private weekly newsletter, and I invite you to join now. Just hit the link in the video description. Now, let's continue and ask, so how did we end up here in the first place? What went wrong? Some look back and feel they wasted time chasing validation, hookups, or the wrong people. Though it's not really our fault. When we were younger, the gay scene practically pushes us towards these things. The message from popular gay culture is clear. Focus on sex, status, and staying desirable. Others regret not learning how to connect emotionally. They've built independence, but not intimacy. That's not surprising when so many of us grew up hiding our true selves. It's hard to learn to attach to others in healthy ways when you grew up having to hide who you liked or loved. Some of us thought our gay community would have our backs, but instead, we got judged, tossed aside, or just forgotten. And let's be real, gay spaces like clubs and bars are all about youth and looks. Open up any dating app and it's obvious who gets attention. And if you don't fit that, you're basically invisible there. It's not just about being ignored. There's something actively hostile about it once you're seen as past your prime. And the worst part, after a while, that message sinks in. You start thinking, maybe I'm too old, maybe I'm the problem. That stuff gets under your skin whether you want it or not. Now, let's dig deeper here. What are we actually afraid of when we say we're scared of dying alone? Because I don't think it's just about not having a partner. It's about becoming invisible, like you just don't matter anymore. It's that scary thought of dying alone in your apartment and no one even knowing you're gone. And then comes that voice in your head, was any of this even worth it if I'm just gonna end up alone anyway? Or maybe it's the regret that hits you. If I'd done things differently, would someone still be here? When you're sitting with these fears, it's natural to start looking for someone to blame. Some guys blame themselves. I'm the one who pushed people away. Others point fingers at the apps, the scene, the younger guys who don't give them a chance. And some blame the whole gay community, not for being gay, but for what it's turned into. I get it. That blame can feel really justified. But here's the thing, it can also keep you stuck in that exact same place. So, what now? You've seen the comments from men who felt this fear too, but I've also received hundreds of comments from those who found something more meaningful. I hadn't dated for nearly 30 years, so I was 72 when I met my 65-year-old husband-to-be. We have been together for 12 wonderful, joyful years. I say never give up. And I love this story too. This guy wrote, during the pandemic, I was helping older seniors connect online and socialize within a safe peer group. Two guys, roughly 70 years old, met up when it was safe just to play chess. They had played online. They developed a type of companionship that grew into something more. What I've noticed from these stories and the journeys that people share with me is that they stopped chasing that perfect romantic dream and they built something different. Real connections that aren't just about validation. Look, building relationships takes work at any age, but it's never too late. And here's the thing, a romantic partner isn't the only relationship that matters. Friendship, community involvement, mentoring younger guys, all of that creates the support system that makes all the difference. You're not alone in fearing loneliness, and there's still time to build the connections that matter, even if they look different than what you originally imagined. Tell me in the comments, what gives you hope for the years ahead? Love you all.